Not live yet.
There we are. Now we're live. Okay.
I'm trying. Why isn't it?
Connecting StreamYard to go live.
Oh,
There we go. Okay, now you can check on the thing just to make sure that we are actually live. You know, we have to check all the things all the time. Are we live? Oh, Cindy's watching us on the big TV today, so you get to see all my wrinkles and everything, right, Cindy?
Oh, you can see my pores. They're so bad right now.
Oh, you should have had that up and ready, I guess, so that you could.
Oh, you can see. It's
Oh,
working.
yeah. Okay, good.
How big of a TV are we talking, Cindy?
Yeah, like, can you see all of the.
Should I start getting like a different?
Do we need to go get Botox?
Right.
Hey, Natalie, thanks for joining us today.
Why can't I?
We are doing well. We have, what's the matter?
Well, it's not. The comments aren't coming up.
Um,
Unless maybe no one's watching. But you know what I mean? Last time there was comments.
yeah. Do you have to click on the picture? Sorry, we're trying to go live in multiple places. And we're trying to figure out how to.
Go. Oh, we weren't live yet.
Oh, we weren't live?
No, it was just slow to connect. There we go. We are live on
okay,
Instagram.
now we're live on Instagram. Okay. All these things.
Yeah.
Hey, Robin and Barbara and Heather, Natalie, Kathy, Jill. Hey, everybody. Yeah, we're literally live in like, I don't know, 4 places, 5 places. I don't know. We're live all over the place. So with that, every time we add something else, we have to, one more button to click, one more thing to make sure, adding mics, all the things. It's a lot.
The cameras.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy and Valerie. Thanks everybody for joining us, and Catherine and Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing? All right. So we appreciate everybody showing up as always. So we were just commenting. It's so cold in here.
It's so cold.
And if I wear my jacket that I had on, it matches her, and then we look silly. So I'm just like sitting here in
I
my.
didn't think about that. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I got my new little pink sweater on. Oh, thanks, Catherine. Yeah, I found some clothes on of all places. I had to shop on Amazon because we have no stores where we are at all. And then if I do go shopping, there's like one store. It's terrible.
There's that home decor store in Mission I meant to tell you about called Wren and Raven. It's like all antique.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
Have
it's
you
nice
been
stuff.
there?
Yeah, lots of times. Yeah, they got good stuff, but they don't have clothes. Just
No,
stuff
I know,
for,
but it just
for house decor stuff. So,
didn't want
did
it
you
to
guys?
slip my
Did you
brain.
guys? Speaking of house decor, did you guys all watch my home reveal of the kitchen, dining room, living room? It got demonetized. So
sucks.
I love all the views; they're great, but I didn't get paid for this one because apparently, so when you upload a video to YouTube, it goes through a series of checks, and then it'll tell you no copyright problems. Away you go. So away I went after working for 1 day filming and 2 days editing. So three days to do that video. And then literally as soon as it was uploaded, I got a copyright issue. So apparently the music that I used has a copyright on it.
Maybe it became copyright right after you posted it.
Yeah, no, it's an old video. It's an old music. I've used it on other things. It's a game that these people play. They will put out music and then they will copyright you. It's so frustrating. So now that person gets paid for it, not me. It's just so frustrating. Anyways, I mean, it's only money, but it's just frustrating. So
It's only money. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to.
yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those crazy things. But oh, thanks. Yeah, the kitchen turned out nice, didn't it? I love the blue. It's a really unique blue. It's a really warm blue because often blues can be really cold. But this has got a real, it's got a,
I wouldn't even say it's blue. It's like teal.
well, it's called Algean teal.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's got like a real green undertone to it. So it's got a lot of depth of color and it's just really rich. And literally every single contractor or anybody that had anything to do with designing it or, any of that sort of stuff, when they would come in the house, they'd be like, what color is that? That looks so good. Can we use it in ours? So
It turned out well.
yeah, I'm just really happy with it. So it works. And I'm always tweaking things and playing with them and, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Patricia. I
Thanks,
appreciate that.
Valerie.
Yeah, isn't her hair cute
Bye.
today? Savannah's like an expert braider because of her
Grace.
her little squirt Grace. Speaking of Grace, oh my gosh.
She's in the throes of losing her teeth.
You know when kids go through that stage when they lose
Gangly.
all of them at the same time? Well, she's got the best picture.
So here's a picture of Grace with a lot of missing teeth. And her front one has moved more to the middle And then it's loose now too, and so pretty soon we joke that she's not gonna be able to eat. She can't eat really normally right
No,
now,
I bet
and
not.
she has to like chew with her mouth. Oh, it's really disgusting actually. But like you can't do anything. She tries really hard not to be gross. But...
Look at her little smile.
Oh, I know.
It's
And
so,
her
it looks so
wild
gnarly.
hair. Her hair is so wild too. We were out all weekend, so she was very excited about that.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah.
Savannah had this video that she posted on Instagram. I guess you can go back to us now. On Instagram of Grace at an Easter bunny egg hunt, sort of Easter egg hunt thing, and her hair was down, which it usually isn't because Grace has very
tangles.
challenging tangly hair. So
Yeah.
and so she had it down and it was all bouncing as she was running. It was so cute. So I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I haven't seen her hair down in a long time.
Yeah, she's got a lot of it. She has
Yeah.
so much hair. It's like very, very fine, but there's just so much of it, and it's long, and she loves it. I love it down, but not when I have to brush it afterwards.
Yeah.
It gets really tangled.
Well, it's such a big commitment for Savannah. She sometimes spends like, 8 hours in a day doing her hair. And
Yeah.
then it sometimes will spill over into the next day. It's like a lot, right?
Yeah, like when we do the long synthetic braids in her hair, it takes like 15 hours because like I'm not a professional. Like I'm sure I could take her somewhere and
It'll be cost
they
a
could
fortune.
do it in 5 or 6 hours, but I don't have $300 or $400 just kicking around
Yeah.
to do her hair,
That would be
especially
a
when
lot.
it only lasts maybe 6 weeks. So I do it myself, and I mean I enjoy doing it.
And it looks cute. She always has really cute
It's
hair.
fun. She's got
Yeah.
2 little space buns right now.
Oh, I love that.
I know they're really fun, but
Yeah.
it's a nightmare to brush.
Oh, yeah.
So this weekend is a hair weekend again.
She's so cute. I gave the girls all little Easter, I didn't give them baskets. I gave them bags full of Easter candy, and she's so excited. This is like a whole big bag full of candy.
Well, she was also like coming down from a high of being at Grandma and Grandpa's, and my mom was out, and so she was hanging with my dad, and my dad has like zero concept of what to feed children apparently, because for breakfast she ate some bacon, which great, and then for lunch she had 2 giant marshmallows, a gummy bear, no joke, like that tall, that thick. For lunch, gelato, and more marshmallows, and that was
Well-rounded.
that was lunch. And then she got to open Nanny's bag after that, and she was just like
Jacked.
jacked up. She was happy.
That's why she likes spending time with Grandpa. Because
Oh,
she
yeah.
can be silly and eat things she's not supposed
Well,
to.
he took her. They went on a 6-mile walk
Oh, nice.
into town, around town, and then into town. Went to the candy store, got ice cream, and then walked around some more. So
Nice.
I mean, he makes her go, and then they work in the backyard together, and he pays her, and
So cute.
yeah.
Her parents live in a really quaint area. That it's a beautiful area, and it has a nice little downtown core with antique stores and a really nice like ice cream store. And there's a really great candy store. One of our viewers met me over there, and we went through the candy store, and she bought some
It's
Canadian
fun.
candy because being from the States, the candy is different here. So
They film a lot of Hallmark movies in the town.
yeah. So yeah, it's nice when you can do things with grandparents that you don't get to do at home.
Yeah, and they go. There's a park like a block away that they walk to, and my nephew and niece will play baseball this year at that field. So my
Yeah.
parents walk down and go. and-
There's a cemetery there, and so they always talk
my
about
gosh.
that's where they're going to land.
Yeah, one time my dad was like, "Grace, do you know what that's for?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's where the old grandmas and grandpas go to die." Okay, well, you asked. Grace also told us, Cam and I, the other day, that one day we will die too, and that's just life, Mommy and Daddy. This is a great conversation
she's such a
on our
little
way
chick.
to Easter dinner.
She's such a turkey. Gotta love her.
She's just very like matter of fact, but loving.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Nancy. I'm glad that you liked the home tour. I still have to do more in my bedrooms, and then I will do the bedroom and bathroom one. And when I put music in, I'll make sure that it doesn't get demonetized. So frustrating. Like every time you turn around when you're doing these things, there's something else new to learn, right? So anyway, so I hope everybody, if you were celebrating Easter, that you had a really good Easter. And one of my best friends is Jewish, and I said to her, "When's Passover this year?" and their Passover is until the end of April. And we sort of swapped this year. It seems like we were early and they're late, and it's hard to figure out. But I kind of got the idea this year of why Easter was when it was, because it has
It
something
has
to do
something
with
with the moon, doesn't it?
yeah, and the equinox and all these things, right? Like it actually, yeah, it's not just a date. And
Yeah.
theirs is a very similar thing too. Like they had Purim last month and in March, and so then they have Passover a month later or something like that. So all these things. And now we've got on Monday we've got a eclipse coming. We don't get much of it here on the West Coast. We only get about 10% or something like that. So it won't be a big deal here. I guess we won't get to see much. But the next full eclipse like that isn't going to be till 2044. Because Rob's like, oh, there'll be another one. I said, I don't know if we'll be here, dear. That's 20 years from now.
Well, you'll be here. You just might be a little senile.
Well, I don't know if that'll be a long walk. My kids ask me at 7 years old if they get the stuff from Grandma and Grandpa's house when I die. Nothing like pre-planning. Yeah.
I'm really laughing at that, Wendy, because anytime my parents buy new stuff, me and my siblings are always joking, like, I call it. As soon as they bring it into the house, my parents are like, can you let us enjoy it for a little bit? We're like, hey, you got to get on it now because you never know.
On the reverse side of that, my mom, she's been a lifelong collector of Violet's furniture. It was very popular in the 60s and 70s, but it has that real red undertone to it. Not my jam and not my brother's jam. And so for years, we always said, well, who's going to take the stupid Violet's furniture? Because we never liked it. And Mom, I know you're probably watching and we've had this discussion, so it's all good, right? Because my mom was always greatly offended that we didn't love her Violet's furniture, but it just wasn't our thing. And so when my mom had moved into our basement and there was her Violet's dining room table, which is lovely, is again, not my style. And my brother calls me over. He happened to be there for dinner one night and he calls me over and he goes, hey, Kel, what's that? And he's pointing at the table. I'm like, what? And he goes, that. And I'm like, what? And he goes, right there. And I said, where? And I put my hand on the table. He goes, you're allowed to touch it. It's yours.
That's really funny.
Like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah. No, see, now when you see him, you go 1, 2, 3, not me.
Yeah.
And then now it's on him.
I've never heard that. So now my mom's like, yeah, I know. We're just going to call in some company and have them come and take all my stuff away. Like, or I'm going to paint it, Mom, because like that's sacrilege. Because that's what everybody does now. Like I have a dry bar in my house that was made from an old piece of Violet's furniture. And so I didn't do it. Somebody else did and put like chicken wire in the front. And, it's just in my laundry room and I really like it. So
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better to paint it than putting it in the landfill.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know, like, and it was expensive. I remember when my mom bought that stuff, it was very expensive. And, my mom and dad weren't rich. So, she must have saved her money up to buy all of this furniture. And, it still looks as good as the day she bought it because she's always taken very good care of it. But it's just not my style. I could probably incorporate it into a few things. So the next day I went to the store and was,
oh my gosh.
oh
Vicky.
no, Vicky. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I hope you heal up soon. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's not fun.
No.
Accidents happen so quickly. My husband and I were out front doing some gardening on the weekend, and because of his broken knee from last year, we've got lots of holes and divots where we're pulling stumps out and stuff. And I'm so uber careful right now and asking him to be really careful because I don't want him to fall and end up with another broken knee because I couldn't handle that. And I'm trying to be careful before I leave on my trip because I don't want to, damage anything. So, oh goodness, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So last week, I need a quick sip here. You can talk about that. This part.
Oh yes. Last week we discussed possibly doing online sales, like live sales, not online.
Like this is live, but live in a different format.
Yeah. So, and I think we're gonna go ahead. It's not gonna be for a few weeks at least. But I think we're gonna go ahead and start using the company Comments Sold. I know there's a couple other people, Jill and Sam, that use it.
Yeah, there's lots of people that use Comments Sold, and so I think a lot of you might be sort of aware of it, and it looks to be
They can teach us.
Yeah, maybe some people can teach us. I think it's going to be fairly streamlined to use. It's like everything costs a lot of money, but I think it'll be better. We're going to have a lot more fun with it. This way, when you guys see what we're showing, you have to go to the website. You have to hopefully get it in your cart. Where the other way you can, like, if you like it, you just comment sold. It goes directly in your cart, and then you have like 1 hour after the end of the live to buy it.
Check out.
Or
And you
2
can
hours or
wait list
whatever.
items if it sells out, stuff like that.
Yeah, or somebody doesn't pay for their card or whatever. So
Yeah, and I think like we're planning on doing it on Wednesdays, but we're gonna start the lives earlier so we have more
time, yeah.
So maybe we'll start at 11 our time.
Yeah, so we're planning on doing some things, and you know, of course, there's going to be some bumps and some learning curves along the way. But you know, I've been researching, and Savannah was doing some researching, and collectively we've been looking for things, and there's just nothing else really.
No.
And it seems to be the platform that a lot of people use that works really well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot we got to check on people over on Instagram.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
One site has 12 hours, but yeah, so we can make whatever time frame to
Yeah.
pay, but it's not going to be like, you know, you have 48 hours kind of thing.
No,
it's
gonna
be within the end of the day or something.
Yeah,
like that.
because we want people to be able to keep what they've got in their cart, but not hog it, you know, because if somebody keeps it in their cart and then decides they don't want it, then that, you know, the other person might miss out. You know, we gotta figure it out. But we've been watching a few other people do them, like not even bead people. We were just watching other things just to see what, you know, what's going on. And I think there's lots of things that we can do. We can have a little bit of fun, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be good. You know, we're trying to remain open because right now it's dicey.
Plus, like with how fast the world moves now with electronics, like you have to stay up to brain fart.
Yeah,
You have to stay
up to speed, like
up to speed.
Yeah.
Or and you know, everything's changing, and so we're trying to follow along.
Yeah, we just want to kind of remain current. Sorry, all of a sudden I have the most massive stomach ache, and I'm just like, oh goodness. You know, when you just all of a sudden something this kind of comes over you, and it's literally my entire midsection, but I'll just have to like squeak on through here.
Just don't puke on me.
Oh goodness. Oh well, at least my hair looks cute today. So
I really like the scallop on your shirt neckline.
yeah, I thought it was really cute. It was like $29
It's
or
like nice
something.
quality too.
Yeah, not bad. All these new tops that I got though, they're all hand wash or don't put in the dryer, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
Just put it in the dryer on like air setting.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just to
Or
fluff them up.
summer's coming. You can hang them outside.
Yeah, I don't have a line, but I'll get one. So, all right. So that's the new thing that we are going to work over the next few weeks, and we will announce it, and we will do plenty of demos, and there'll be lots of bantering back and forth on how to make it work properly, and you know, we'll get it working. But I think you guys are going to really like it because it'll be something different.
Yeah, and then you're not going to have to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
A million times.
Yeah, and so
place multiple orders and just kind of combine.
Because you know now, like when I'll show something and I'll say I only have 8 of them, and then everybody scrambles trying to get it, and you have to do multiple orders. It's really frustrating. So this way it locks it into your cart, but you don't have to pay. Where in mine, if you don't pay, it doesn't
lock it. Someone
doesn't lock it.
Swipe it. Yeah.
So I think it's going to help with that, because I do get lots of, I don't want to call them complaints. I get comments. People say, no, I had it in my cart and it was gone. Yeah, people get disappointed. So we want to make it so that, you know, people, whoever wants it can grab it. So
Kirsten, I think there's an app that you use.
Yeah.
We're not 100%
sure,
sure, but maybe we can, on one of our Wednesday lives before we do it, maybe we can talk more in depth once we figure it out.
Yeah, we're trying. I'm sitting forward and you're sitting backward. Hopefully the mic sounds properly. I can't sit back because my tummy's hurting so bad.
Oh no.
Am I a good actress? I'm trying to fake it. It's like nothing's bothering me at all. I just want to cry, but nothing's bothering me. All right, so. Last week, we introduced our new bead buffet, and thank you to everybody that placed orders. I know Valerie made a comment that she liked what she got, and thank you for that, Valerie. Probably most of you are going to start getting them now. So now what we're doing is we have decided that we're going to make them even juicier. We actually brought our $2 bucket to show you now, and when you open your order, you're likely going to have seen, if you've already placed an order, you're likely to have seen that we, sorry, this is going to be a little.
It's heavy, just don't hit the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very heavy.
It's heavy.
Sorry, I got to rewind my brain here. we gave you lots of free things. We gave free things with everybody's stuff. We were putting all kinds of things in there. So now we're going to make it even juicier, and we're going to have some fun when we do these live sales. So we just wanted to show you that what consists or what's inside some of these buckets, so you can kind of get an idea of what you might get. So this is our $2 bucket. So right now, this is one of the juiciest. The $2 and the $3 buckets are the juiciest. It was
the 6.
It was the 6,
Six
but
and
the 6
5.
is completely depleted. There's nothing
Yeah.
in it right now. There's about 5 things in it. Some people were getting seed beads, and some of the girls were like, well, seed beads in a $6 bucket? I'm like, yeah, these were almost $10 seed beads. So they were getting $10 seed beads for $6.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've been like just throwing things like crazy in the $2 and the $3 bucket. So we're going to show you not all of the things. I'm just going to, pan down, and I'm going to pull up a couple things here and show you if you buy some of the $2 things, what you could get. And then we always throw extras in.
Always. Yeah.
So you can order like 10 of these, and they're going to
probably get like 15.
yeah, and you'll get different. We're not going to give you 10 of the same thing. So we dig through. So if you want to put that one down. So in here, I have like a small spool of Wildfire Ultra. It's a 9-pound, 20-yard spool, and that's $2. We have whole strands of beads for
$2.
$2.
$5.
We have these really cute resin charms. There's this one's like a little dinosaur, I think.
Yeah, and stars.
And a star. That's not focusing very well.
I know.
$2.
There we go.
We have a full tube of 15-aught seed beads, the matte cobalt AB. They were $5. $2.
Show those ones. Those are pretty.
Which ones?
Right here.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got these yummy 8mm. I don't know if that shows very well.
That's
8mm
Melons.
check glass melons, and you get 7 on this bag. Sometimes they're, depends on what I've got. $2. Those were like sort of expensive, and they're $2. We've got quite a few grams. I don't remember how many grams are in there, but those are O beads, which are notoriously expensive. $2. What else do I have in here?
Little findings, chain.
I've got these check glass bell caps, and that's almost a whole strand of bell caps.
Does that say a 2 or 5?
It's backwards. It looks like 5.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's
that's
$2.
a long bin, Kelly.
Yeah. There's like.
Ooh, those teal things. Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, these guys. There's like
Those
some
are so
little.
cool.
They're sort of like a felt, and they're just a bead with it's almost like a resiny felt bead, but they're really juicy and pretty with big holes. $2. We've got moonstone wheels that I think we used to sell these for like $5. $2.
Yeah.
We've got, what's that? That is
Ebony.
no, it is my brain's not working right now. It's a bead.
Wood.
It's a bead. No, it's not it's not a wood, is it? It's
Petrified.
no, it's something, they're beads. My brains are not working. We have, like, I found a whole pile of these little guys, like these little patina connectors. And I put 6 in the bag, and I think they were like $1 a piece, and they're $2. So, you got a piece designed by me? Oh, cool. Did you like it? What I found, was that one of the ones, did you get one with the heart, Valerie? I thought.
Or was it the pink charm? The big.
I don't think we gave that yet away yet.
That's in the $6 actually.
I think it's still in the $6 one.
Yeah.
There's chain. There's like pieces of chain that were, like $2 an inch in there.
Valerie got the heart one, I think.
Oh, you did get the heart one. Yeah. So you can take that apart if you want, or you can use it as a component. This was like, so what we've been going through, there's something blue open.
Oh no.
Oh, it's this one right here. We'll have to dig through there and clean this up. We were digging through all of our old kit bins. So when we create a kit, yeah, you can show it.
We also have the rhinestone spacers.
Yeah. So it's not like a regular full bag, but it's
but
almost.
It's not really.
Yeah. I'm just trying to clean this one up because I don't want.
There we go. Zoomed in.
Yeah. So this one is a whole bag of
pearls,
glass pearls for $2.
Well, Cindy, we have a lot in all of the bins, and we're always adding more. So don't ever worry that things are going to sell out.
Yeah, well, this is going to be an ongoing thing. So I just wanted to show you some of the things, like I found these yesterday. So what I was going to say is that what we're doing is we're going through all of our kit bins, because when I create a kit, we make a bin and then we put all the parts in it. And then once that kit sells out, we might be left with like 10 of these and, 4 strands of that and, some clasps or whatever. And then what do we do with those things?
Yeah, 'cause you're not going to make a whole posting on the website for like 6 items.
Yeah, so then we just put it in there. So we've got, really unique connectors, some points. We've got aventurine points. We've got these were in one of our tutorials last year, and everybody wanted to buy them, but I said, I don't have any more, but because they were in the kits, but now they're in here. So that's just our $2 bin. So you can see that, it runs from everything from, 5 rondelle check glass beads to, like a whole thing of braided big rings to a couple buttons, it can be anything. So that is our $2 bucket. I'm just gonna throw it behind me.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm just gonna decide that we're gonna talk about this. So,
Oh, sorry.
here's a question for you guys. Would you like it where, say you pay $8 and we do like have you ever seen like the bead scoops where you're like
On TikTok and
on
stuff like
TikTok,
that.
like I bought a bead scoop and then they scoop it and you get a lot of stuff. So I was thinking like we could do an $8 option where like I have the most massive hands and they're like,
They don't even look that big.
oh, they're large. And like I just like go and grab a full handful of $1 items and for whatever the price is, and then you guys get just like a mass amount. So it's an even better deal.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try all kinds of things. We're trying to bring you the most affordable method of shopping that we can, because we know that times are tough, and we want to help you be able to create some of the things. A literal
Yes,
grab
a
bag.
literal.
Yeah, and she actually
grab
tested it.
bag.
And she grabbed a big mitt full, and there was like 15 things in there or something.
I mean, I think I'd have to readjust how I grab, because I think one time I grabbed like 30 and I'm like, it's probably a little bit too big.
Yeah, so, it froze right mid-question. Sorry, yeah, so right now, as we speak, they are installing fiber optics down the road. And so we're really hoping that the fiber optics will help this entire, thing, because it can be really spotty living out in the country. We have terrible Wi-Fi or internet or whatever you want to call it. So that will help. So, fingers crossed that in the next few months that will rectify itself. So anyways, yeah, we're always trying to do new things. So that is our bead buffet where you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So right now, our 6 is not very juicy. So, I mean, you can, try and order
You're
a
still
couple.
gonna get stuff.
We still
Just-
got stuff. It's just we don't have, like last week I said, go to the 6, because we had like tools and everything in there. Those are all gone.
So this week, go to the 2s.
Yeah, go to the 2s and the 3s. We've got tons in 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. We got lots in 1 too, but the 6s are a little bit more depleted. So
Yeah.
I know, Susan, everybody's kind of, saying the same thing, like business is kind of down. So if you have a business, if you are selling stuff, just like I am, whether I'm selling beads, you're probably selling finished product. Reimagine your business a little bit. Think about your business plan, how you could possibly get things out there, get more active on social media, do more stuff, do some lives even on Instagram and try and capture a new audience. Do home parties, go do parties at your friend's house, try and do some craft fairs. Rethink your business, because right now everybody that owns a business, whether it's a tiny little cottage business to a large corporation, everybody is reimagining and rethinking. Like there's a friend of ours that owns a business. I was talking about them last week about the roast that they had on sale. Savannah and I both shop there sometimes, and they are having to do way more in the like specials and buy this and get that. Like everybody's having, whether you're a bigger store or not, everybody's having to reimagine their business. So you have to reevaluate your business on the constant. That's something that I do almost every month. I'm always looking at what I can do, how I can, reimagine things. So if you have a little business of selling your jewelry, you have to do that too. You have to think of different ways to get people interested in what you're selling. And that's about the best advice I could give you, because that's the way I have stayed in business for so long, is by doing something different. And I belonged to a group of bead store owners, and the ones that were hesitant, when I would say, well, why don't you try this? The people that were hesitant are the ones that are out of business. And not that I'm any great person, but I'm always been willing to change. And so friends of mine that we have, swapped advice on how to do things, they're still in business because they're willing to try something new. And some of them have just done so well because they thought of something really cool. It's like, oh, that opened that up. It was like me going to do a farmer's market once. I didn't want to do a farmer's market. I was like, oh, that's beneath me. But that actually is what really opened my business up, was by doing this local farmer's market. I got seen by the right set of eyes. So sometimes that's all it takes, right? So pull out all the stops, ask for favors from friends. That doesn't have to cost money. Like if you have a friend that's a publicist, ask them for some help. If you know somebody that's really great at social media, ask for help. I was asking Savannah today for a little bit of help on just a couple little things that I don't know how to do. A lot of my customers are on the older side, and technology can be really frustrating. Ask your grandchildren for help, because they know how to do this stuff with their eyes
Grace
closed.
knows how to do things that I don't know how to do. And I'm
Right?
like, you're 6.
So, you have to think outside the box. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to learn how to do that, but then that's going to mean you're not going to have any growth. In order to stay in business in this day and age, you have to learn how to do even just the basics on technology. With technology, I should say, not on, but with technology. So, don't be afraid to try something new, because as we age, it's actually good for our brains. Because I learned something today about my Mac. I was ready to take the thing and punt it out the back, and Savannah explained something, and I was like, oh, well, who knew? I didn't know that. So ask for some help if you can. So awesome. So we must look fabulous right now then, Debbie.
On your
right?
big TV.
Okay. What is that? Oh yeah. Okay. So as we're scouring the store, I'm just gonna have a little sip again here. That cramp seems to have gone away. Thank goodness.
What Kelly was going to say is, as we've been scouring the store, we are finding items that we have not had on the website, or just have mass amounts of.
Yeah. So you know what? That means that you guys are going to get a deal. So we've got a couple items here today that we are putting on sale, and they're on sale until they're gone. And because we have a ridiculous amount of them, and they're just too pretty. And why should we have them sitting on the floor?
I guess I should do a face down. Sorry, guys.
Thanks, Emma. I do try to impart some wisdom. I've been in business a long time, and I try to,
That's giving a shadow.
Is
I
it?
would turn that off.
Okay. Try to help people out when I can. Okay, is it turning on?
Yep.
There. Okay. All right. So we have ADD 202. These are a 3x2 millimeter turquoise AB faceted Chinese crystal strand, and these are a long 16-inch strand. And these were, our old pricing was $5.99, and then I reduced that down to $2.50. Were these $2.50?
No, $3.
These were $3.
Yeah.
And then now they're $2 until they're gone. So that's a really good deal, and it's that beautiful sort of green turquoise that I love, with that AB finish on it.
It's a long strand too.
Yeah, they are. These are really long. Yeah, so you get a lot of beads. So these are perfect for my crocheted bracelet that I did. This looks fabulous in a crocheted bracelet, and you might be able to get by with one, but for 2, that's $4. That's a really good deal. So I made one with these. They're very tiny holes, but if you have a needle to be able to get your beads on, then it works perfectly. So these are super pretty. ADD 202, and they're on the website. So do you want to just put the website address there for anybody that might be new, and anybody that is new? Thank you for joining us today. We forgot to introduce ourselves, so if you're wondering who we are, we're Kellie and Savannah with Kellie's Bead Boutique. So, and anything that you see today, you can just go onto the website and you can type that number in. Let your mouse hover over top of that, and you'll see that it populates, and then you can click on it. If you just type it in and then hit enter, often it will show up as nothing. So you have to wait until it sort of populates. It's just there's always quirky things on websites. And it doesn't always work like that on
iPads
and
phones.
things like that. So you kind of have to be intuitive a little bit with the device that you're on. So,
Yeah, but all of these are on the website because
Yeah.
I double checked.
oh, look at Faye's watching us on Instagram. Hey,
Yeah.
Faye.
Hi, Faye.
So I don't really know people on Instagram that much yet. So, all right. The next thing we have is ABB 797, and that is not that. That is this.
Sorry.
I'm like, these are not that little. This is ADD 013. These are a 6 by 8 millimeter black Chinese crystal strand, and these are on sale for only $1.75. The original price was $7.99, and then they went down to $3.99, and now they're $1.75 for a nice big long strand with tons of beads on there. So just a really good staple, a good thing to have in your arsenal of beads when you're looking to have a stash. For $1.75, you can't beat that. If you're new to our channel, our shipping to the United States is $7.99 flat rate, and in Canada it is $12.99.
Unless we can send it.
Yeah, so if we can send it in a different fashion in Canada, then we rebate your money back. So often we can send it for $2 or $3, and so then we take the difference and we rebate it back to
In a
your
store credit.
sort of store credit. But it's flat rate in the US, and most of that comes out of my pocket because it's not $7.99 any longer, but I'm trying to keep it reasonable. And also, if you're shopping in the US, you will also have the benefit of the exchange rate, which is quite bad for us right now, but you will end up, your bank will convert your money once you have paid, and you'll save somewhere between 30 and 35% on top. So you would get another 35% off on these strands too. So good deals. And then the last of the sale stuff, these are very awkward to grab.
Yeah, they're all.
Just kind of
Sorry.
higgledy-piggledy. ABB 797, and these are a little 2 by 3 millimeter Mardi Gras color faceted Chinese crystal, and these are on sale for
Hold it.
$1.75.
They're tangled.
So the regular price was $4.99, and then I think they went down to $2.50, and now they're $1.75. But these are that beautiful sort of peacock color. I call them Mardi Gras because they look like all the colors at Mardi Gras, but there's greens and golds and purples and blues and,
Valerie, what was your response to him?
Why, yes, dear, I am watching bead porn. I think we've called it that many times, and I think I like your husband. So if I travel down to the States one day when I get down in your area, I'm going to have to meet your husband because I think him and I would get along very well.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, goodness. All right. So those are just some of the sale things. And now we've got this is the last of the stuff that we bought in Tucson. How many weeks has this been going on? Like this is 2 months now, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of stuff from Tucson. So, all right. So sometimes we change our mind.
This is one of those times.
Often we change our mind. So these were originally purchased because we were going to do kids kits. We were going to make up kits for children. But, sometimes the reality is that there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much bandwidth in my brain. And so I made the decision that you can purchase these and make them into children's bracelets if you want, because they are fabulous.
They're so cute.
Look at those. So this is FFG 030, and they're a 6 millimeter multicolored glass bead strand for $5.99. And look at all the different colors. We have
It's a rainbow.
yeah, it's like purple and pink and blue and sort of a soft green, yellow, coral, red. So many. Look at that. Like that. Those are all the different colors. So what's that? That's 7 different colors.
Jennifer, I was just thinking I was going to order some as well for Grace.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
and they're
and-
not super heavy. And
No, they're just 6 millimeter and they're nice long strand, nice and juicy, super pretty. So you can take this and put it on elastic and just make a simple little kid's bracelet like that on elastic, and then hang a little charm off of the end.
Imagine. I want to
Yeah, so we'll show you
those. Yeah.
we'll show you a couple things in a second that might work on it, but that would be so cute for a little one, and even a little boy. It's not, color is
Oh.
not gendered.
No.
So even, little guys would like to wear something fun and colorful. So
Yeah, like you honestly, like you throw on like a turtle or a shark charm, and all of a sudden you have a boy's bracelet. I know.
Cindy, I'm laughing. Sorry for yelling. Oh my God, I love them.
Yeah.
That's cute. You can yell. It's beat porn, Cindy. We're allowed to. And sorry, if anybody's offended by that word, I apologize. But you sometimes, what else are you going to call it? All right, so that's FFG 030. And I think we have 40 strands of that. So
Quite a few, yeah.
So anybody that, is freaking out, we have lots.
And I think you could probably get,
Well, they're like a 16-inch strand, so you probably
get
get
3.
3 to 4 bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we sold out of these immediately last year. Do you want to pop that picture up?
Yep.
So in October, which I know is a long ways from now, I made these adorable Moira earrings where we used these 13 millimeter magnesite skulls. So we sold out of those, like, I think in 24 hours, maybe.
No, I think you sold out in like 2 hours.
All the parts, all the kits, everything was gone. And so I was hanging on to these for October. And then again, yesterday I was like, why am I hanging on to these? So we have all the parts for the Moira that you can buy yourself. So we do,
Not
there's
the
there's one we don't have, but I'll explain that. So you would just need a pair of ear wires, and then on the top of the little skulls, I just used a rhinestone crystal. And then you just needed a couple pieces of chain. And then we don't have that little hibiscus flower, but you could use anything that, whatever you want to hang from Moira's little hands there. We have lots of the black tassels. So if you're looking for that longer black tassel, just type in tassels on our website and they will pop up. And then now we have we now have the skulls. And we also have the picture of the Moira on our website. Even though the kit shows as out of stock, I've left it up there so that you could go and find the video and learn how to make them. So if you want to just pop this back up.
Maybe we should repost that live.
Yeah, maybe we will. So these are back in stock. It's BBB 030, and they're a 13 millimeter magnesite skull. You get 2 pieces for $1. So we have lots of them. So if you're looking for looking to the future, now would be a good time to grab all those kind of things to make them for your craft fairs in the fall.
They were hard to find.
The skulls?
Didn't we get those in Tucson? And we went
everywhere.
No one had them, and then we finally found them on my last day.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my gosh,
Buy them all.
We found them in all the other colors that we already have, but we couldn't find the cream anywhere, and then we did manage to find them. The other thing that we we sell a lot of at Christmas time, because I made those, we didn't get a picture up, but I made those the stag reindeer head. And I used these red crystal teardrops. So we found more of those while it doesn't show very well, but yeah, there we go. I guess we should have taken them out of the bag.
Yeah.
I can take it out. Yeah.
They'll show nicely in there.
Except that's dirty looking, but whatever. Yeah. So this is BBB 435, and they're a 10 by 15 millimeter faceted red crystal teardrop, and you get 2 pieces for only 50 cents. So again, these make really great Christmas things.
I think you made a tree out of that? No.
Well, I have used them in multiple things, but another thing that we have, can we just switch this? Because I want to just kind of go into this. So I'm going to leave these off to the side. But I also found these, and I was going to hold these for Christmas. And again, I'm thinking, why am I holding this stuff? I should just be selling it, right?
Well, plus maybe people not like us.
On the website, they're listed $5.99 sold by the pair. What is the earrings? I don't even know what is $5.99. Sorry, I was distracted by that comment.
That's okay.
Is it no, they're just type in
earrings.
Just type in Moira, Moira. Yeah. Are they $5.99?
No.
No, $14.99. I don't know. You'd have to clarify that. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, so FFG 029. These are an 8 millimeter crystal full AB check glass star. So these are actual check glass, and you get 8 pieces of these for $2.50. So these are the most adorable little stars, and I thought these would look so cute at Christmas time like that.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard to see in our hands. Let me see if I can get that on top of there somehow.
Get it up a little higher, maybe.
There.
There.
You know, something like that.
These were one of my favorite purchases of the whole trip.
Yeah, so they're just a cute little star, and all of my staff were like, "Oh my gosh, I love those! They're so cute." So that was another deciding factor in getting them on the website. So the teardrops are BBB435, and the crystal stars are FFG029.
Show these for the stars too.
Oh,
'Cause how cute would that be?
oh yeah. So you could do one of these little bracelets for a little one. I got to get that up there. And then, you know, make a little charm of that.
Or just
hanging
have
off.
a string through it.
Yeah, you could put that one like right in the middle, like, you know, have
Yeah.
it sitting on top or like in between or something like that. But, you know, just trying to give you guys ideas. Okay. So I have literally held nothing back. Well, one thing, because it's going to be for a kit.
Really?
Yeah, just those things down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. The other thing that we thought was so cute, we decided these were going to be in a kit, but instead they are going to be sold. FFG028. These are a 7x6 millimeter pink with gold wash mini puffed heart, and these are check glass.
They're
super
so
cute.
delicate.
Yeah, love them. So they're just a real pretty soft pink with a lovely gold wash on them, and you get 8 pieces for only $1.99. Yeah, super sweet. Love those.
These last two things that you're seeing, I had to talk Kelly into getting. I was like, "Look at these." You're like, "No." I'm like, "Yes, please."
Oh, I don't know what it is now.
What?
What, those?
No, the hearts
Oh,
and
the
stars.
hearts
You were
and
like,
stars.
"That's not my
Yeah.
thing," and I'm like, "No, this is my thing."
I didn't want to buy those, but she made me. So, okay, what's Jill saying? That's too funny. My family calls this live stream my hour before the stream. My grandma left him. I think I like you, Jill.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, goodness. All right, these are absolutely beautiful. So FFG027, these are a 14 millimeter opaque moss green with an AB laser tattoo lotus bead. That's a lot of words. So basically, these are a check glass bead, and these have the, they call them a tattoo. So it's a lotus flower that has been sort of tattooed, stamped, or whatever they put on there. And the background of this is a most beautiful, luxurious, green, mossy kind of, it got a little bit of a blue tone to it even. The check glass in the background is just extraordinarily beautiful. So these are $10.99, and that one goes, I guess they all go this way. That's more of the lotus going up. But super, super pretty. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beads on that strand for $10.99. So gorgeous beads. And you can see how reflective they are, and you will get the different colors. So.
Yes, they're all spelled correctly because I was able to copy and paste that one.
Oh, I see, Elle. Thank you. So they're sold by the pair. I need to probably edit some of these things because I copy and paste things a lot, and that's what I did on there. So we have to remember to go in and check that. I appreciate it when you guys tell me I've made a mistake. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is like look at all the stuff I did. If you guys see anything else like that, just let me know, please.
Yeah.
What did I see about the wraps? Those would be great center in my 5 wrap bracelet. Which one's that? Oh, oh yes, yes, it would be very pretty. All right, so I grabbed a ton of these because I just thought these were absolutely beautiful. So this is FFG 023, and this is a new bead on the market, at least new to my brain. I haven't seen it before. So this is a 12 by 8 millimeter crystal slipperet with a bronze wash, and these are little lily buds, and these are $4.99. And so these are all check glass that I'm going to be showing you. So look at how cute those are. Does that come in? Can you see the shape of that?
Yeah, it's showing up. Really nice.
So pretty. It's just, they looked very sort of old world and romantic to me. I just loved them. I thought they were really unique, make a beautiful pair of earrings. So this one is FFG 023, and it's like a crystal with a bronze wash on it.
I was gonna say, I feel like that shape goes really well with antique bronze. You know what I mean?
The shape?
Yeah.
Or the color?
Like both. Like it's just like very like antique-y.
Yeah, it's got a real sort of Victorian sort of shape and color, and I don't know. I love all of that. And so there's quite a few in a row here that are the same. So this is FFG 021, and this is the transparent peach with a gold wash. So again, they haven't gone like full on peach. It's like a beautiful muted peach. It's sort of like I don't know, it's like a bronzy peach. Look how beautiful that is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it showing up the right color? It's a little lighter, I think, in real life.
It's more like transparent in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Super pretty.
very pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to actually work on camera angles with our new thing too. We're thinking instead of going down, we're going to try a bit of a bit of an angle because I feel like it's really hard to show things like this. So we're going to experiment a little bit over the coming weeks. So you might have to bear with us. Have you checked on the Instagram folks in the last little bit? Everybody good over there? All right, FFG022. These are the transparent light blue with the gold wash. Look how pretty they are.
I really like those ones.
That's almost the color of my cabinets. Almost.
It is.
Almost. Love that blue. And I obviously like this one the most because I bought the most of this color. I think I have 19 of these strands.
Yeah.
I think I just like ripped them off of the peg on her booth.
I felt really bad for everyone shopping around us because everything was just gone.
Yeah. Because I don't just take one or two, I take them all.
No.
You know. So when I see something I like, I grab them. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh, this would go next to my sweater. All right, we have FFG018, and these are a transparent pink with a gold wash. Look at that color of pink. It is a really beautiful, soft, dusty rose. It's very romantic. Yeah. I wouldn't even call that pink, but it's the color of this. The base color is a pink tone, but when you put that gold wash over it, it really makes it muted and beautiful. Catherine's squealing. Do we have to get your bib out again, Catherine? All right. And then again, we have the same one, FFG019, and this is a beautiful lavender with gold wash. Look at that. Valerie appreciates the grabby hands.
My grabby hands?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that we're both grabbing all the beads when we're shopping. Yeah, we kind of took up a lot of the booth and we were just snagging things. Well, you know, when I see stuff like this, because I don't see this in the marketplace. Yeah. So, and I'll have to get a wish list from people when I go off to the Czech Republic, because I'm going to try and find more stuff like this. But I'll have to get a wish list of what people want me to. These ones are fun. For. These are fun. Yeah, this is a beautiful color. This is FFG020. And this is a fuchsia, a transparent fuchsia with a gold wash on it. So it's a really romantic color too. It's not like, you know, how fuchsia can be like in your face. To me, this looks like a more sort of muted, gentle. Yeah, it's a gentle sort of fuchsia, more like a cherry red almost. But I thought they were red, but they're a bit more on the fuchsia side. So there you go. Yep, Catherine's got the bib at the ready. All right, now we're moving into some of their opaque colors. This is FFG024.
That's the only opaque you bought.
Oh, I thought I had a couple.
No.
All right. This is the opaque lavender with gold wash, and this one is $4.99. I think most of those were like $5.99, but this one was $4.99. Yeah. So these are called lily buds. And Catherine has a little cat named Lily. And if you want to follow her kitty, go over to her her Instagram page where she has her kitty cat Lily. Spelt different, but it's still a lily nonetheless. But look at that. This really shows the detail on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're wondering what that looked like, that's what they look like. Super, super pretty. All right, so that's the new lily buds. I just think they're adorable. Okay. This one. Okay, I'm going to have a quick
They were out of order.
Are they?
Yeah, just the two. I fixed it though.
I needed water. Okay, we have FFG017. And these are a 6x8 millimeter turquoise with bronze wash bellflower. So if you've watched me for a while, you know that I like to stack up my bead caps. I will take a bead cap and place this on top or put another one on top of this. So you can stack your bead caps and get a layered look. And it's that layered look, much like if you watched my home decor video the other day, you can see I like to layer things. And layering helps create some interest. So don't just use a bead cap as a singular. Try and experiment and layer some things with it and see if you can get a little bit of a different look. So this is FFG017. And again, it's a 6x8 millimeter turquoise with bronze wash bellflower. So pretty. I just love how beautiful those look. They're just so nice.
So Kelly, before we jump on to the next one, I'm just on the Instagram questions, and Faye's asking if you're going to get more of the turquoise and beige hearts. We had last week.
I'm going to look when I'm in the Czech Republic. I actually said to Lori yesterday, I said, oh my goodness, and Lori's on here right now. I can see she's LAL Designs there, that we sold out of those very quickly. And so I'm going to try and find them in the Czech Republic when I'm there. Let's hope that I can, because those are very pretty. And I'm hoping I can find some other colors too. FFG016, these are a matte orange with a pink wash. And I just thought that color was spectacular.
Yeah, so on the camera, they are showing up more shiny. They're not as shiny as what they're showing up as.
Yeah, it's just that wash.
The light is picking up the little
yeah.
lines in it, yeah.
These are definitely matte. They're a very matte orange. So it doesn't even, to me, doesn't almost even look orange. It's more of like a goldy.
Yeah, almost a yellow.
Goldy yellow kind of with the pink wash. They're super pretty. Yeah. So this is FFG016 and they're $6.99 for a pretty decent strand. So you get quite a few beads on that. And that's another thing we're going to try and do. We're going to try and be super, super organized. We're going to be like weeks ahead moving forward. And so that we can tell you how long the strands are, how many beads are in the strand, you know, that kind of stuff, how many strands are available. We're going to do all the things. We're going to try and do that. Anyway, moving forward, we're going to try. Try with a capital T. Oh, these, I literally grabbed every strand she had because I need my bib. I was squealing. FFG010, these are a 4mm fire polish, a matte tortoiseshell with a slipperit finish for $4.50. Look at that. I'm going to move this white piece because it tends to throw it off. But oh my goodness. So these are such a beautiful matte, sort of a chocolatey brown with that slipperit finish on there. So it's got like a tortoiseshell finish with a matte, with a sort of the slipperit on there, which gives it that, you know, sort of like a matte AB sort of thing. But I don't even know how to describe these. They're just exquisite. So, so pretty. So those are FFG010, and I can't get any more of these unless I get lucky and find them. I actually asked where I bought them from. I asked her, I said, can I get more of those? Because I did buy a lot, but I think these will probably fly out the door. She said, I found them on a floor at the warehouse in the Czech Republic. So I'm hoping that I can find them on the floor in the Czech Republic. Oh, thanks, Wendy. We're trying to be kind to ourselves. Yeah, we appreciate that. All right, and then the next size down, we have FFG011, and these are the same, but in the 3mm for $4. So, and these ones have a little bit of a, like you can sort of see the pink a bit more on the smaller ones. That's the 3mm. So if you've ever seen my, what is that? Is it the Rebecca bracelet? I think it's the Rebecca bracelet. The 4mm in these would look fabulous on there. I'm pretty sure it was Rebecca. You'd have to look back. But some of these I buy in anticipation of doing something like that, and then I don't do it.
Like children's bracelets.
Yes. All right, so we did buy some daggers because we just thought they were super pretty. This is FFG026. They're a 5x16mm dagger with a tea green color and the peacock finish, and these are $10.99, and you get 25 beads on these strands. Oh, and I forgot to mention that there will be a tutorial at the end of this. So I didn't mention that at the beginning. We were just kind of blathering and, you know, we didn't get
so world.
So hang around so you can watch the tutorial at the end.
It's a good one. Lori designed it.
Lori designed it for me. Sometimes I get my staff to get creative because, you know, I don't always have it. All right, this is FFG025, and these are the same size, but these are you get twice as many. So this is, they're mulberry and salmon mix with a peacock finish, and you get 50 on the strand. And these are $18.99. Look at those. The color is just beautiful. And of course, Tessa took really beautiful pictures of them, so you can see them in really up close on the website. So if you type in FFG025, you can see what those look like.
Kelly, do you have any tutorials with using the daggers?
I do. I actually had a pair of earrings, and if you go into my YouTube channel and go into earrings, there's probably one on there. If not, I can try and, I think I've done it a couple times. I know I've done them a couple times, but it was it's
an earring kit.
Yeah, it was an earring kit where I did this and brick stitch around a hoop, and they look really cute, really simple. And I think you only needed three or four. Can't remember what I used on there. But some of you will know which one I'm talking about. So yeah, you could use it as a pendant. You could even make, if you've seen me make my flowers, where I wrap the wire around the top drill, you could even turn these into little flowered. Have you got the other little ones? You could, let's see. It won't work on this one. But you could see how they just naturally want to go into a circle, and you could wrap wires around them and turn them into a fun little circle, like a really unique pendant.
Maybe you should do that on a tutorial one.
Yeah,
on a
you never
live
know.
one day.
Maybe one day. I always say, and you've probably heard me say this a million times, you are only limited by your imagination. So grab some wire and play with it and see what you can create. Just try and remember how much wire you started with. That's what I like to do. So, oh, is there a Valerie? Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. All right, these were adorable. So FFG 015, these are a 5mm, and this is the green turquoise with gold wash daisy spacer. And again, these are check glass. So that is like a little daisy spacer. I don't know if that's
The metal ones we have.
Yeah, the little metal ones, but
Yeah.
these are check glass. So you get quite a few. I think there's like 50 or something of them on, so that's like 10 cents a piece. It's pretty good. But they're just so cute, and they're only 5mm, so they're a perfect little size. So that's the green turquoise with gold wash.
Wendy was making dragonflies with daggers.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes, that's another thing to do. Lori and did some tutorials with, oh gosh, back in the old store with using them. You'd have to dig through the archives to find those, but we did have those on too. This is FFG 013, and these are an opaque turquoise with a purple wash. So again, these are the daisy spacers, but they're a little bit different in that they're a bit more blue, and they have the purple wash. So you can just kind of see little bits of purple in between. Super cute. Add a head pin and you have a column earring with those spacers. Yeah. You can just do anything. You can just keep playing around and create something really unique. So we all had what color is this in the store the other day? So this is FFG 014, and we have figured out that this is the 5mm black with Picasso. Everybody was like, no, it's blue. And I'm like, no, it's black. It looks like the
I
matte
think it's black, but then with the Picasso on it, makes it blue.
Yeah, it sort of just casts a little different color on it because that Picasso finish picks up a little more light on it. But apparently they're black, so there you go.
Yeah,
that's FFG 014.
Last one?
And the last one in this group.
The last of Tucson.
Oh, this is the last of Tucson?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is the last thing that we bought.
Picked a better thing to land.
FFG 012, and they're the opaque red. And that has like some kind of it looks like that it's got like I don't know what kind of a finish that is on there. I didn't even put it on. I don't know if that's like a Picasso finish on there, but it doesn't, it's just got like a little bit of a darker tone to it, but there you go. So that is the last of what we had from Tucson. So I have more things coming in. I just placed a big check glass order. There's going to be lots of things arriving over the next couple of weeks, but that's what we bought in Tucson. That and the last 6 shows.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk for a second? We'll have a slurp of my water.
I can talk for a second. What can I talk about?
You can put up Henley's picture.
Oh, okay.
This is so cute. So Lori made this is my dog. So Lori designed what I'm making, and I always like to put my own little kind of, spin on it and tweak it a little bit. And then we had to take the picture, which was impossible. So we were outside trying to take it. And Tessa was taking pictures because, she's just much better at it because she's an art student. She's just good at all that stuff. And Henley, our dog, decided that she needed to get her nose right in there. So I said, oh gosh, we're going to have to show that picture because she's ridiculous. She's
so funny.
She's a silly Labradoodle.
It's funny. You can tell that the other girls at work don't have dogs because Henley has them wrapped around her little paw. Mm-hmm. I have 2 dogs, so I don't get as excited when I see Henley, and she knows because she won't even look at me now. And even when I want to pet her, she still walks away from me. It's very rude.
And yesterday I went and had my lunch, and then when I came back down, Henley was, she sits on the leather couch downstairs. She's such a slob. And her little head was laying backwards looking at me like, hey, Mom. And so I went up and I gave her little cuddles and I said, you know, okay, well, I got to go back to work. And then she's just kind of looking at me. And then I said, do you want to go see the girls? She knows exactly what that means now. And she threw herself off that couch so darn fast. And she's just hustling it out the door so she can come down and get all her
pets.
Her pets from all of her fans. So
Yeah.
all right.
She's so cute.
Yeah, so you can pop me down. Yeah,
Okay.
she's a little stinker. She's a turkey, but she's a sweet girl. All right, so Lori created this fabulous suncatcher, whatever we're going to call it. We're coming into that weather where all these kind of things are going to be super popular. My mat looks like it's waved down, but I'm just going to pull it up a little bit. Yeah, so Lori did this, and then I just put a couple of little more pieces of bling on it. So this is a kit right now. We have about 20 available, and I just called it the Lacy Rose Gold Suncatcher kit, I think is what I called it. Yes, Faye, Danielle Wicks did the design with the daggers, and I asked her in advance if I could teach that, and she very happily agreed. So if you go on to, there's only one hole on the daggers. So it's just on the top, on the most narrow part of it. So if you go onto Danielle Wick's site, you can see her make those earrings using the daggers, and she does a great job. So, okay, so yeah, Lori, there's Lori, who that's her work mummy. All right, so in this, I'm going to be using some bare copper wire. This is some 22 gauge. We've got this beautiful filigree, and this is all in rose gold. And when I saw these rose gold pieces together, I knew that we had to create something. And so I asked Lori to do it, and she did. She did a great job. So we've got this beautiful piece, and we've got a rose gold textured ring. If you buy the kit, you will get 3 inches of chain. You just need to cut it in half so you have 2 sort of equal parts, but it doesn't matter if they're completely equal. We're also going to be using these sort of a pumpkin shaped bead in a beautiful transparent kind of gold. We have some 5mm rose gold rhinestone spacers. We also have these sort of disco balls, and these have that zillion cut or whatever they call it. So there's lots of faceting on it, so it really picks up the light, which is what you want in a sun catcher. And then we have this big juicy teardrop in there that really picks up the light. It was so much fun trying to get that to in a picture. And then that's it. So that's it. And I'm just going to be using my 4 basic tools. I've got a pair of Chinos pliers, some cutters, and everybody's going to ask me, because they always do when we're live, where do I get these? These are old. I've had them for 19 years or plus. These are from Softlex. They don't make them anymore. I think Tronex is the closest that you can get to something like this. I've got a pair of round nose pliers and a pair of chain nose pliers. Okay, so you will also get, if you buy a kit, you'll get 10 inches of this wire. So what I would do is just work off of one end and just cut along as you need it. I wouldn't cut the wire up because, you know, you don't want to cut something smaller than what you need. So I'm going to just use a little piece for the first one. So this is all just simple wrapped loops. You could, if you're not a wrapped loop kind of gal, you could just do simple loops. I just don't particularly like them. So for this first loop, it doesn't really matter the size too much because we're going to be going into our little pendant there. So I'm just going to make a nice loop. And of course, even on a piece that's probably going to hang outside, I try to make a really nice loop. And I'm going to put it in the very top hole. And I'm going to be mindful because this is soft or metal and I don't want to bend that piece. But let's say we did bend it. You could just take your pliers and gently come in here and just pull that back up. Okay, and then I'm going to take the long piece and have it out to the left, and the short piece is going to be on top. And I'm just going to wrap with my hands. If your hands or your fingers aren't strong enough, you can use your bent chain nose. And I'm just going to do a couple, like a bulky wrap. So one of the things that you can do is grab your loop like that and then just kind of push it around. So this isn't my best wrap because I'm trying to sort of scrimp on the wire, because this isn't jewelry that we're wearing, so it doesn't have to be as perfect as what it normally would. You know, it still looks okay, but all right. And then on this first one, I'm going to put one of the large disco balls. Now I want to have the loop going in the same direction, so I'm going to just I'm going to turn it this way, and then I'm going to bend it down, and that way I know that my loops are going to be in the same direction. And I'm going to now have to try and get my round nose pliers in there, which it doesn't work very well, but I'll show you a little trick. So do our loop, and now you're going to have to just rotate this back. So I'm going to bring it back until it's right on top, and then just bring the little arm down. Did that show?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my pieces of chain, I think. Do you have the, I'm like, what did I do on that? Yes, the piece of chain. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You know, when you don't originally design it, sometimes makes you wonder. All right, and then I'm just going to do another wrapped loop. I'm trying to make sure I'm on camera here.
Yeah, you're good.
And just do a couple wraps around. And then just trim it off. So it doesn't have to be perfect, because again, we're not wearing this. When I do jewelry, when I'm wearing it, then I want it to be absolutely perfect. But I still don't want to have little burrs hanging out and things like that. So I'm still going to tuck those around. I just want to be mindful, because this is glass. So I want to make sure that I'm not too close to the glass. All right, so now I'm going to cut another piece of wire, and this one's going to be a little bit longer. But again, you're just going to work off the piece that you have, so you're not wasting any of your wire. And I just like to take my chain nose pliers and put it at the top and then straighten that out. And I'm going to go up about there, bend away, and again use my round nose pliers. And I'm going to go towards the end, because I don't need a very big loop. And put that through the other end of the rose gold chain. And then I always take my long one and put it out to the left. And this is just the way that I do wrap loops. If you have a different way of doing them, then do them the way that you know how. There's no rules when you're making jewelry or any of this kind of stuff. You just do it the way that works for you. But what I used to tell people when I was teaching classes in my store, I would say, well, if you want it to look exactly like mine, then, you know, do it the way that I did it. Otherwise, do it the way that you know how. Because things evolve too, right? Okay, so now I'm going to put on one of our little sort of pumpkins. They're not really a pumpkin, but you know, it's kind of a squatty bead. And then these pretty rose gold spacers. And then you can turn this whichever way you want, but I'm turning it up. And then another rose gold spacer, and then another pumpkin bead. And then again, I want these to go in the same direction, so I am going to bend away, and I did not leave myself very much wire there, so I might only get one wrap, but you know, I'll do the best I can. All right.
Carolyn had just said that she had to fess up to her husband because she placed an order.
Oh, thank you, Carolyn. All right, and then I'm going to take this one and put it through the end of the second piece of chain, because remember, if you do buy a kit, you're going to cut your chain in half. And I'm just wrapping this up. And if you can't get the end, then you just take your bent chain nose. That's why these are an invaluable tool. You can just pull that around. And I use my bent chain nose pliers so much. I find them to be so versatile. I can't even imagine trying to open up a jump ring or anything without that. So now I'm just going to trim off any little ends. How are we doing for time?
I'm going to have to leave immediately after.
Okay.
We're okay.
Okay, we're almost done. All right, and then our last one is, all right, just have to get another piece of wire.
Everyone's so quiet. No one's commenting.
Yeah,
it always makes me freak out.
Yeah, because everybody's watching, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this one, I'm going to do a small loop on one end, because this one's going to go through my chain and try and hustle up so that you can go get the munchkin.
Oh, that's okay.
That's why I think we've got to change our time a little bit.
Start early, yeah.
Yeah, because we run late and then we feel like we got to rush because she's got to still drive for 15 minutes to go pick up.
17 actually.
It's 17? You must drive slow. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up, give that a trim, and then we're going to pop on our next series of beads. So we've got little pumpkin, got a rhinestone, got a disco ball, another rhinestone, and then our little pumpkin. And they're not pumpkins, I'm just calling them that. Okay, and then we're going to, I'm actually just going to use my pliers and create a little bit of a neck because I actually want to do a bigger loop here. I'm going to go up my pliers and get a bigger loop there. And then, and I need a bigger one here because I'm going to be going over this larger ring, and then I'm going to wrap that up. And then we're done. So now it's really hard to show you the finished product underneath the camera because it's a longer sun catcher. I'm not going to bother tucking all that in so that we've got lots of time here. So we've got a picture that we'll show you, but that is the finished piece. It looks so pretty when it's hanging up. It's just lovely. And if you wanted to hang something, you know, so that you could hang it up, I just grabbed a piece of purple 4-ply Irish wax linen. I tied a knot in it on the end. So I just, you know, I would of course cut it and trim it down and make it look all nice. But if you're looking for a way to hang it, so just do a little thing. You could fray the ends out and then just do a lark's head where you put it through and then pull the ends through. And then you've got like a little way of hanging it like that. And then, you know, you've just got that. So you could fray that to make it look kind of cute. But Savannah's just going to pop up a quick picture of it hanging. Natalie, it was 22 gauge wire. So that's what it looks like hanging up. It's super pretty, really, really lovely. So that is available as a kit. It's up on the accessories kit page. So if you just go to kits and then you go out to accessories, it's in there. So, alrighty. So there we go.
Yeah.
It is pretty though, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's nice and sparkly. Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
I've started hanging these off of a window in my kitchen because our kitchen has so much light.
Oh, nice.
And
And
I
these
wanna
make
just
a
have a
really
bunch
nice
of
Mother's
them.
Day gift, you know, like for Mother's
Yeah.
Day coming up, and they're fairly inexpensive to make. So yeah, and you know, like it doesn't take very long to whip up something. So thanks, Lori, for coming up with that. She's my girl for coming up with sun catchers and things like that. So all right. Oh yeah, ceiling fan. Yeah, you can do all kinds of things with them, you know, anything you want. So you can, I wouldn't put this one in my car, but some people make shorter ones and then hang them off their rear view mirror, although that can be very dangerous.
Well, with the light.
Yeah, like I don't personally like that, but I know some people do. So
Yeah.
yes, it would be a really great project to do with your mom for Mother's Day. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that, Natalie.
cute idea,
So yeah. Alrighty. Well, Savannah's got to go. She's got to fly and pick up Grace.
kid.
So you guys go and make some fabulous jewelry. And thank you, as always, for showing up. And we will be back next Wednesday. And yeah, I guess that's
see you
about it.
soon.
All right. So have a great day. Thanks again. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.